We're here, and good morning to you. Are you having a fabulous day? That's what I want to know. Now, today's fabrics. Gosh, it's quite... Gemma's with this as well, by the way. Morning, Gemma.
I am. Good morning.
Today's show is this. Whoop. Do you know what I love about this? It's proper slouchy, and it's going to go under your arm really nicely. And I've made it out of wax so that the more you use it, the more battered and bashed it becomes, and the softer and more gorgeous it is. Now, this is the cloud wax, and I'm going to show you how beautifully it goes with all of the tulas, because we've traditionally stuck with sort of more neutral tones with our waxes. But if you're going for the grey, if you're going for the cloud grey today, then I can highly recommend that you put it with the Tula. We've never done bag handles quite this way before, but it gives it a lovely boxed, roomy look. A big thank you to my hairdresser yesterday, who has managed to sort out the mess that was the mop. Never ever try and dye your hair at home, kids. It goes very badly wrong. So I can say to that. But Mandy has indeed got wands, not hands. It's going to take a little bit of coming back from, but yeah, don't do it. Just don't do it. Just, don't think you can save yourself some time. You can't. It's not worth it. Right, so these are the Tulas. Yeah, we are running low on 4 of them here. We had a double bolt of this. So let me show you the grey wax. The grey wax today is down to £10 per metre. Should be 45. I know. Stock up on those waxes. When they are gone, they are gone. But how beautiful does that grey look with it? Oh, now, Gemma, I need to do a public service announcement, don't I?
Yes.
I need to explain myself.
Oh, you so need to explain yourself.
So many levels. So what happened was, Gemma's like, for goodness sakes, Natasha, we've had so many emails this morning from people going, I've received this order before I've received that order. Let me explain. Last week we brought you the panels, and you went absolutely crazy for them, and they arrived. Now, with the hummingbird ones, if you've placed an order for a hummingbird one, you may have already got it, but you may not. If you haven't, it's because so many of you bought it. We've had to order in more denim, and we've also, from those shows, had to order in more calico. So what I did was, and I'm still waiting on the bag handles from the show before. They should be in today. So we've finally had notification of that. So here's the thing. If you're waiting for any order, it's because there's something missing that is due in. We've got so many deliveries that are due in today or tomorrow. But what did come in, way quicker than I ever imagined, were nearly 400 panels. And I had to hand cut them all. And I just did a thing. I just looked at them and went, oh. And by the time that I'd cut them all, which took me nearly a day to cut them all, and organise them into, because we had, was it 35 different options? It was something like that, wasn't
it? The thing is, you needed to cut them in order to put them away. But once you'd cut them, what's the point in putting them away when you can put them in parcels?
So I just had them out on my massive desk. So I can tell you now, anybody that orders any panels, it's in an envelope. If you just had panels, it's gone, because there's no point in me just sitting on it. If you've ordered any waxes, or which needed cutting, or calico, which is due in, or denim, which is also due in, then it's sitting in a box, in its envelope, waiting for those to come in today or tomorrow. I think the denim and the calico are coming in tomorrow. So just please know, who's that calling me now? Please know that that you haven't been forgotten. And if you've got an order going back any longer than that, it's just because I'm waiting for something to come in. That is all it is. You have not been forgotten. I'm frantically playing catch up, having been away for 5 days the week before. Or maybe it's just that there's something in there I haven't quite cut yet. So don't worry, you haven't been forgotten. It's just that I could easily get out a lot of orders very quickly because they were there. So they have gone. So if it's slightly out of sync order number wise, please don't worry. It's still coming. It's just rather than sit on everything waiting for a few items to come in to then send out everything in order, I thought you'd rather have what I could send out now.
And I really feel like my response to these emails should just be, Natasha did a thing.
Yeah, and which I did.
Because people know. They know you, Tash.
I did a thing.
You tashed it, didn't you? You just tashed the whole situation.
Well, also because I know that people are making the panels for Christmas, so I thought if
Correct.
you are making for Christmas, rather than waiting to go out sequentially, you'd rather just have them and crack on with it now if you can,
Well,
than anything else. But what I've done is create panic and mayhem.
Yes.
In sending stuff out of sync.
Yes.
Soz.
Yes. There we go.
Soz, not soz. Because, if you got yours early, great. I was super impressed, by the way. So the panels that we get and the panels that we've got tomorrow, we've got velvet panels tomorrow and blankets. The blankets are available today because they are personalised and we know that a lot of you are buying for Christmas. So if you want to get your personalised blanket, they are Eco Fleece. I had a long conversation because I could have had them in Sherpa and all sorts of other different fleeces. Had a long conversation with the owner of this mill about which fleece was best to do them with. And we decided on the Eco Fleece because it was beginner friendly. So it doesn't stretch like the Sherpa fleeces and the other fleeces. There's not the stretch there, but they are super, super soft and super, super warm, and they're eco, which always makes me happy. So that's what we're making these blankets from. If you are adding a personalisation on the ones that can be personalised, they can't all be personalised, then please, in the notes for your order, just write the name or whatever it is that you want written on there. We will take that spelling. People spell things in weird ways these days.
Okay.
They really do. I've taught for many, many years, and I have seen some very strange, well, not just spellings, but names as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I spent an entire term calling one of Emily's little friends Scarlett when her name was actually Starlet.
Yeah.
I got it completely wrong for an entire term. So we are going to assume that you know, because we don't. We're going to assume that you know better than us what the name is and how it's spelt. So we will take your spelling on that, and that is what we will get them printed as. They've been at this mill in Scotland. They've been incredible with their turnaround for us. Really, really grateful, because normally their turnaround is 10 days. So to get it to us so quickly has been incredible.
Amazing.
I really want to thank them for that. And so, yes, so tomorrow's blankets, which will be here later today, if you want to get ahead and buy them, then you can. If you want to get ahead, that's absolutely fine. The other thing with the Eco Fleece is that you don't have to bind them, you can just cut them. If you want to get your over edge stitch out on your sewing machine or your overlocker, beautiful, do it. But don't feel like you have to bind it. If binding is something that you don't want to do, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. We've also got on tomorrow's show beautiful velvet panels, because I saw an aviator flamingo. This is your fault because you asked for flamingos. So I saw I also have some other flamingos that are not aviator styling, but yeah. So and now I'm having to redo one of my entire rooms to allow for the aviator flamingo cushion. And you know what? I love Josh, because I just went, look at this, I'm changing this room because of this cushion. He went, okay. But I did it with the Top Gun music playing in the background, as I told him. It's quite clever. And he loves Top Gun, so that was fine. That swung it completely. Oh yeah, no flies on me. Someone's arrived, I can hear massive barking. Right, let's have a look then at today's waxes. Today's waxes are down to £10 a metre in our Black Friday. It's only Tuesday. A ridiculous sale. When these are gone, they're gone. Once these are gone, then I can bring in more wax out of storage. I can't store any more than I've got in here at the moment. So yeah, as soon as you buy this, I can bring in some more. So throughout the week, we will be adding new waxes. Nay bother at all on that. Look how beautiful. Look at this. Hey, Gemma, is this called Jupiter? Is this the Cave Jupiter one?
Yes, I think so.
Now, we put that with a yellow, but look how beautiful it is with that grey. Because you're going to need a 1/2 metre or something to line. Okay, so I'm just suggesting to you, do you know what else I thought would be really beautiful? You know those Tula ones with the ghost white ones, the white on white?
Oh, lovely.
If you were brave enough to have a white lining, gorgeous. If you're not brave enough to have a white lining, next week's make is for you. I'll explain that next week. But I know that sometimes we avoid using white for linings and things because we're like, oh, it could get dirty. Don't worry, I've got a workaround. I'm quite excited about my workaround. This is your grey cloud, and if you've ordered that last week and you got it with the free scrap bag, I'm still weighing out the scrap bags. That's why I haven't got it yet. But it's on its way as soon as I've weighed them out. And after I've done all the cutting, there'll be extra scrap bags. Hooray! See, this is all the shenanigating that needs to occur, you see, in the background. Right, this is, I don't know if that is our blanket delivery. I can hear lots of doors banging. And I'm curious. Yeah, something is being delivered. It might be bag handles, it might be... Oh no, it's bag handles. That's good. That means that all the bag handles can go out. This is Conker, and I'm going to use this one today. Hopefully he will just leave it. Yeah, he's just left it. That's good. That's the Starville fix as well. We ran out of that because we did an offer on that last week and you all went crazy for it. So if you're waiting for Starville fix, that's just arrived, and the bag handles have just arrived. Those orders can go. Right. So this is the palm leaves that we used last week, but look how beautiful it goes with the Conker. Nice, hey? Today's make does work with... Oh, this is the brown. I'm gonna make today's out of the brown.
Nice.
It works with the Bonneville because what I've done is I have interfaced just lightly. In fact, I do need to turn the iron on to actually finish interfacing this. I've interfaced the fabrics, so that acts as a barrier for any of the wax. Nice. But, if you don't want to use a bright fabric for your lining today, then I have options. You can use another wax. It's as simple as that. Now, this works beautifully as a lining. Lots of you went for this. We had this for $6.99 last week, which was a pre-cut 1/2 metre piece, which is all you needed for each of those panels. And this was the tumbled. And again, it's a technical fabric, waterproof fabric, but it's not a waxy one. But that will, again, act as a barrier if you do want to use the Bonneville wet waxy waxes. Wet waxy waxes. You have also been going crazy for... Do you know what? This one is a magnet for any fluff. And of course there's fluff all over the place at the moment because of having cut all the flannels and everything. So a lot of you have seen the videos that I've done showing how I cut these. And in that little gap where I put the scissors in and cut to get a nice straight line, fluff gathers. So, and then sometimes it sort of goes across the desk. So the black has been particularly fluffsome. This is the bush wax. But what I would say is that if any of your waxes come with fluff, just get a lint roller on, pulls it off. But we are in an environment with fluff, and I don't have the time to lint roll every single piece that goes out. So if it comes with a bit of fluff on, look, see, there it is again. That piece of fluff.
We don't charge for the fluff.
We don't charge for the fluff, but also we've had the anti-pill fleece as well, which gives off fluff when it's cut. That is on a special offer, by the way.
It's a really good special offer.
Really good special offer. So if you just want fleece, then take a look, just plain fleece for dog blankets or anything like that. Take a look at that. So tumbled with the grey on the inside, bush wax, which is black both sides, feels slightly heavier. It's not, but it feels it. They are really good options. Now, what else have I got? Oh, the Buckland Japara. Oh, and I've got 1 metre of brown cotton drill left. That's it, then that's gone. This is the Buckle and Japara. This is a 4 ounce, and this just works beautiful. Ooh, actually, that looks rather gorgeous with that. Look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, Buckle and Japara. I think I've got 8 meters of that. That's it, then that's gone. And that works beautifully for linings. And you can see you can interchange this with any of the waxes. Gives it a really classic, beautiful look. We thought we had sold out, but look what I found. No, not that one. Oh, that one. Can't find it now. Winard, the Rainford. Hang on. Look, where is it? Oh, I've left it over here.
The Rainford, honestly, we're lucky that's up, because I was like, oh, I really want some of that. But no, I'm being good.
The Rainford 4, it's a 4 ounce. Lots of you bought it again. I've only got 2 of these. 2 meters of this left. Gemma, just check, I did say 2 meters.
I think so.
And not count it the other way and get 4. But again, you've got black on one side that you can use and grey on the other. So this is a lighter weight. It's a little bit similar to the tumbled in that it's black and grey, but this is a 4 ounce and that is a 6 ounce. So that just means it's a little bit heavier, but I've only got 2 of those left. I know lots of you have had that to use in the past because it is perfect for your linings. This is the Winward Grey. We have not had this here. I've had this on, where did I have this? Hobbycraft. But
Hobbycraft
this
TV,
is the first time I brought it to you. It's a darker grey wax. And again, would look so beautiful and so stunning with all of those tulas that I just showed you and the caifs. It's just going to make those pop. I don't have very many of these, do I, Jem?
No.
It's a 6 ounce and it's beautiful. It's just a little bit lighter than the... It's a very dark grey. It's a little bit lighter than the black. So if you would like that... Yeah, just to give you an idea of the greys. So that's the Cloud Grey. That's the Winward. And then that's your black. So you can just see those. Oh, actually, tonally, they look great together, don't they?
They do.
You could do the 3 bags, 1 base out of those.
You could.
And do that all tonally out of blacks and greys. That would be quite stunning. Should you wish. Today's bag.
Oh, today's bag's fabulous.
Well, this was made with the Cloud Grey. And look how gorgeous it is with the Tula. It's got Emily's... Oh, it's got my hat that I don't need anymore because Mandy's done my hair and Emily's school jumper in it. There we go. But just to give it a bit of zhuzh. This is how the handles go on this one today. It's nice, isn't it? So it just boxes all through there, which is rather nice. And you've got a little popper there. And then on the other side, hiding the not so pretty side of the metal snap, you've got your little handmade tag. This is a seriously roomy bag. I know that this is going to get stolen tomorrow by Emily when she has dance and has to take all her school uniform in. When she tells me that she can't possibly find another bag anywhere. Anywhere.
She's such a minx.
Right, Evolution 6. Gemma, Evolution, this can be washed, can't it?
Yeah, Evolution is a washable wax.
It is a washable wax. The Bonvilles, you can't. The Bonvilles you can't, but Evolution is a technical wax which can be washed. So if you think that you might use this bag so much that it's going to need washing rather than just wiping clean, you can wipe any of the waxes. But this is a washable actual wax. Like these ones you can wash because they're not waxy. But this is an actual wax. And this is the Evolution 6 Outdoor Brown. And again, looking rather fabulous with the cape.
And the Evolution 6 is what they call a low oil dry waxed fabric.
Yes.
So yeah, it's got really enhanced weather resistant properties as well as being machine washable. So it's magic stuff.
And that is in.
But you can also you can also tumble and cool iron it after washing as well, apparently.
Blows my mind.
And it gives
but it still gets that weathered
appearance back.
Yeah, it still gives. You can still get
that.
that
Hat out of this.
Yeah, we can still get that weathered look with this.
Mm-hmm.
You can still get that weathered look. Now, if you want a similar colour but you want it waxy, this is your Bonneville wax. And again, this is going to make a beautiful hat. Because when I had my hair disaster, Gemma said, does that mean that we're doing the bucket hat in wax? Which isn't a bad idea, actually, because you could do fabric one side, wax the other, and then you've got waterproof, and then you've got stunning. Party, whoops, it's raining, turn it around. But this is just brown. This is just called unimaginatively brown wax. And then this is
what it says on the tin.
Yeah. So you can see this has got a shinier finish. So if you want that glossier finish, then you've got to go for the Bonvilles. They've got that beautiful luster. Because it's a wet wax. But if you want a dry wax, then that is your outdoor Evolution 6. And then the last one to show you for today, because we've had the Conker, I've shown you Conker, this is Pumpkin. So to give you an idea, Pumpkin, Conker, oh no, that's the brown one. Pumpkin, Conker, brown. They are your shades. And then you've always got the right shade to go with anything. I'm going to demo in this wet brown wax.
Well, and brown, the colour of, brown is the new black this season.
It is, isn't it? And now you've got all the browns.
Everywhere.
All the browns.
Browns are bang on trend at the moment.
I have brought all the boxes of browns in here so that I don't lose anything. And I can just put them straight back. Apart from the Conker, because I've got to finish off cutting up all of that. Okay, so let me clear the way for this today.
Natasha?
Yes?
We have Cynthia with us over on YouTube.
Oh,
she
hi,
says,
Cynthia.
greetings, I'm glad to see you're all sorted. You've had a few compliments on the hair along the way, incidentally.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Mandy's amazing. She fit me in, Gemma,
Radical
at
Mandy.
7:30 in the morning. I messaged her in an absolute state going, what have I done? And I don't just have an office job where I can hide behind my computer. What have I done? And she's like, yeah, that's a bit of a mess.
I mean, the alternative was you were going to be presenting all week wearing a bucket hat. Which would have been great. I'd have loved that. Cynthia says also, I always ask for the spelling of a new addition to the family as I make them a baby quilt. Lately I've been surprised by the spellings.
Yeah, and I think we are of an era where people want, to put their own...
They do.
Their own mark on it, don't they? And
They do. Yeah.
We were saying this morning because one of the mums at school is pregnant and she's already got a Bernard. And we were like, baby Bernard. And we were just wondering what the new one would be called.
Mm.
And,
it's an unusual name, isn't it?
Well, Bernard. Yeah, in this day and age, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't meet many. But yeah, Cynthia, as we know, is from Ohio. And we have Tracy with us, who is also from Ohio. We are not from Ohio.
We're not from Ohio, but Ohio to you. You see, Tracy's another one. Can have an E or IE or Y.
Tracy with an I.
You see, I just...
You never know, you can't assume.
I don't want to assume. And also being dyslexic, that's another bother for me. So Gemma's doing these, not me. And if you ever have a family that has lots of slightly unusual names, Christmas cards from me will be to all the family.
Yes. And that's
how I get around that. Or to the such and such family. Because otherwise
to all of you.
To all of you, with much love from all of us. Because that saves me writing 6 names.
Right. So true.
To all of you, from all of us. Brilliant.
Perfect. Anne has been waiting for months for the soft rainbow webbing to come online. I've put the link up for you, Anne, but it is on the website. It's live.
I knew there was one of you who was desperate to get their hands on it. And yes, it is you. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. Donna is back from a 2-month holiday in Down Under.
Amazing.
Yeah. Also managed to squeeze a visit in to see Lisa Chandler.
Ah. Awesome. Oh.
Yes, there we go. It's like, there's a segue if ever I heard one.
Let me segue in. So, Lisa has finally designed and had printed her brand new fabrics, and they are stunning. You know, we did the Block of the Months, the Lisa Chandler Block of the Months, the Baltimores, and they were absolutely stunning. She's basically done a massive panel of those, and then incredible borders, and then the most beautiful ombres, but with that gold through it. It's absolutely stunning. Now, because we have to import this, and we're not distributing for Lisa at the moment because we don't have the space, we will import what you buy. Okay, so please don't think, oh well, that's fine. We're the only place in the UK, by the way, stocking it right now, and we will import it. So please, that includes all of any kind of taxes, and also all the paperwork, all the freight charges, and like everything. And there are lots of different things along the way. So if something from Lisa is what you would love, please grab it here from us. Okay. Lisa will not ship to the UK for you, because it's extra paperwork. She doesn't need that. She's got enough going on at the moment. So if you want it, then please buy it from us. And then that's that done. And but if you haven't ordered it and then it comes and you go, oh well, but I wanted it, it needs to be pre-ordered, because I'll buy what you've bought, and I will bring it in. We do not have the space. We used to have, in our old warehouse, we used to have at least 10 spare bolts of each of Lisa's fabrics. We don't have the space for that anymore. It's just not something that we can do anymore. So please, 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 if you want any of Lisa's fabrics, please just pop in Lisa Chandler at natashamakes.com, and you can grab it from there. You can see her. She started to demo with it. She started to work with it. So you can get her ideas. You can get all of that, but you can get the fabric here with us. But if you don't, and members, you've got a special offer on Lisa's complete bundle, because I like to give my members special offers. If you're not a member yet, why not? Because you save way more than your membership costs, whether you join us on a Zoom monthly or not. Doesn't matter. You're still saving if you take advantage of the offers that we have for you. Right, so 2 pieces of fabric, an outer and a lining. Now, if you are using a directional, I did this just to show you. I realise that this is a non-directional print, but if you are using a directional one, and in the instructions, 1/4 of an inch longer, sew together to give you the same length. Right sides together, and we are going to sew across the short lines there. There is a man outside taking photos of the house. I don't really know why. What's going on, Gemma? Why is he taking photos of us?
I don't know. I'm not there.
I don't know. Come on
ask
and
me
ask
that
him and go,
question.
oi.
I'm a good 45-minute drive away from you. How am I to know?
Well, I don't know. You might know.
I know I'm the oracle, but even my skills have limits.
I know, but it always happens when Josh isn't here. Right, so, might have slightly jauntier angle for my sewing machine today. Who knows? Who knows? When we had, during the storms, we had a leak. And, because that's just, as if we didn't have enough going on. And, so the fun fact of that, what was the fun fact of that? Was there a fun fact? Yeah, it was at that point I went, right, well, so if we've got to move everything around, then I'm moving the studio around to actually how I want it now, because I still can't fit everything in. Which is why I'm still climbing over boxes. So, yeah, I then decided to obviously change everything around, and then Josh had to redo all the angles for the studio. I still need to get a blind so that the sun doesn't come in and give us a patchy bit of colour there. As much as we love the sun. Right, we are going to join those little bits, otherwise known as seams. I think they might have just been on a dog walk, Gemma, taking photos because it's a beautiful place.
Probably, because it is. It's absolutely gorgeous where you live.
Yeah, it is, to be fair. There we go. Right, so...
Or maybe they're ghost hunter people, because it is known
Yeah, it is known.
For being a bit woo.
A bit woo. A bit witchy woo over here. It is a bit witchy woo. And that's okay. You know, I've just... There we go. Done that. Okay. So now we've got outer fabric right sides together, lining fabric right sides together. You can do these separately if you want, but it's just as easy to just pop them one on top of the other. We are going to take a corner off out of each. Now, because I'm working with wax, I'm going to mark the wax. Because I don't need to do it with a pen, I can just do it with a thingy tool. So, on the folded edge, you're going to come in 1/4 of an inch smaller. This is all in the instructions, because you're going to have, you want a square, but this has got to be sewn with 1/4 of an inch. So I want the square plus 1/4 of an inch on that side, and then just the normal measurement there. If that makes any sense, then great. It makes more sense in the instructions where it's written very plainly with a of my ruler, so that you can see even if you don't understand my words, because that's what we do. Words and pictures, people, words and pictures, so that it all makes sense. Gemma's like, do we? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we totally do.
We totes do.
I'm just being quiet because I'm not talking through your demo.
Oh, okay, thanks, sorry.
I'm being a good girl.
There we go. I'm not used to it. There we go.
Wow.
No, I don't mean you. I was thinking about being back on the big proper telly and having presenters that just don't shush. Right, we're going to sew down both long sides. We're going to leave a turning through gap in the lining at some point. Oh, did you get upset there, Jem?
I just thought that was some form of commentary on you not being used to me being a good girl.
No, but I mean, if that's how you choose to take it, you know better than I.
That's a lot, doesn't it, really?
I mean, that's your guilty conscience talking, that is. That's nothing to do with me.
Rubbish.
You dropped yourself in that one, love.
Not my finest moment, was it?
No, you properly dumped yourself in that one. That's okay. Right, shall I, whilst I am here, leave a turning through gap on this side whilst I remember. Shall I do that thing? I don't know that I love this new angle. Let me see. Shall I have a little play? Hang on. Which one is this? This is camera number 1, isn't it? What happens if I do that? Oh, that's a bit better. Let's do that. As if I do that. Oh, there we go. Is everybody happy with that one? Josh has added me all the different angles in all the world. I'm not sure that I need them all. Apparently I do. So that's good. Going backwards and forwards will help you as you start to sew there. When we come to box the bottoms. Now on these bottoms we're going to pull them apart and line up the side and the bottom seams. If you don't have a bottom seam, then it will be the bottom fold, and then you're just going to stitch. Oh no, hang on a minute. You're going to apparently blast through and break your thread. Oh, do you know what? I am due a new needle. Gosh, gosh, gosh. I still got. We'll see if that's. Have I run out of bobbin fill? That's the question. No, it seems to be sewing. Did I just get overexcited, do we think? Maybe. It's been known,
You
isn't it?
overexcited?
I know.
Surely not. Surely not.
And the same on here. So here we'll line up with the fold because we don't have a bottom seam. Okay. So where that fold is, align with your seam. You'll get a straight line. If you want to pin it, then do, that's fine. We're just going to, strangely enough, wing it. But that's what it's going to look like when you've done it. I'm so hungry today, Gemma.
Hungry?
Yeah. We've got a new butcher's in the village.
Oh, you told me.
And they do the most amazing breakfast baps. I can't lie. They are incredible. And I just keep thinking about them.
Oh dear.
I know. I'm so hungry. I only found this out and they open at 7:30 in the morning, so I can actually...
Dear.
I know, if I'm a terrible parent and haven't managed to feed my children in the morning, then I stop up there and get them a breakfast bap, which is delicious. Right, so let's ease out, turn this through the right way, birth your bag, turn it through the right way, and you can see this effect that we're already starting to get with this brown wax. This is why it's worth going for the waxy waxes, because they age in such a stunning way. Love that. I'm excited, you know, Gemma, to see what other colours of waxes I've got in storage. I need to go back in and have a look. Can't fit them all in here, you see. So then we're going to sit our seams at the top and we're going to top stitch round. You don't have to top stitch with this, by the way. What I would say is if you can get your hands in there, it can help. And also, because we've done this in wax, you can just sort of finger press it if you want as well. It's sort of easier. I'm really sorry if you can hear my tummy rumbling. I don't know why I'm so hungry today. I've got no reason to be hungry, Gemma. I made the most amazing carrot sweet potato ginger and pear soup last night. It was delicious.
Well, that sounds fabulous. I love a soup.
Oh, you would have loved this. And
I haven't heard your tummy rumbling, but then, to be fair, that might just be because I'm used to the sound of it.
Yeah. So we're going to top stitch around there. I can't lie. Yeah, no, so I went to, this is off the back of, you know, lovely Sally who works for us. And this is another reason we're slightly behind with the orders, because she's busily doing her Christmas, she does her Christmas thing. And so she's organising that rather than here cutting fabrics with me. But it was her birthday last week, and we had a big birthday lunch for her, and everybody brought a dish, and somebody made the most amazing parsnip and pear, or was it carrot and pear soup? I think it was parsnip and pear, and I was like, well, I don't have any parsnips. Well, I did, but they were mouldy in the bottom of the veg. I did have carrots fresh from the market. So I thought, oh, that with a little bit of sweet potato, a little bit of ginger, because we're getting into cold season, and the pear just gave it a sweetness. It was delicious. And bearing in mind, like, I can't bake, but a soup I can do. I did a particularly nice roasted tomato and pepper one at the weekend as well, with a great big wodge of feta cheese that made it particularly creamy and delicious.
It really is soup weather at the moment.
It really is, yeah. So we had soup and then we had jacket potatoes. It was proper like.
We had a jacket spud tea last night.
So I have absolutely no excuse to be hungry.
I just said to him, I said last night, we've been planning different dinners, and I said, is it really terrible if we just have jacket spud with cheese and beans? And he went, no, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Good though.
So on a Monday, our milkman Roger, he
Roger the milkman.
Not an instruction. I will never forget when you said that. It makes me laugh so much.
Is that his name or an instruction, Natasha?
His name. Roger the milkman. So Roger the milkman, because we live now down a bumpy old track, and he brings his little electric. He's like, oh gosh, Natasha, I'm going to need you to order a bit more than just milk to make it worth my while coming down here. I'm like, all right, Roger. What other wares have you got for me then? I'm just sewing up my turning through gap, by the way. Helps if I actually sew it up and don't miss it. So he always brings us spuds and cheese and milk on a Monday. So Monday's dinner is always jacket potato and cheese and beans.
Yum.
Nom, nom, nom. Because Roger will have been with the milk and the spuds and the everything else.
Excellent.
What else does he bring us? Oh, horrible, nasty white bread for Emily's sandwiches because she won't eat proper nice bread.
No. She sniffs out the nutritional value.
Of nothing. I mean, she may as well eat cardboard. So, I mean, this is a perfectly nice bag. You could just pop your handles on like that and you could be well away. And that would be lovely, right? You've got a nice lined bag. Gorgeous, yes?
Yeah.
Right, let's do our handles a slightly different way here, shall we? So we're going to measure from the side. We're going to measure, you know how we did a 3-inch square at the bottom? We're going to measure 3 inches out and 2 inches down. Okay? You can just make yourself a little L shape there. This is why I love the wax, because you can... Hang on. Now let's come... Oh no. Let's see if I can bring this down a bit. There we go. So I have... There you go. Mark that. Can you see? That's at my 3-inch mark. And then down at the 2-inch mark. You're gonna... never really thought about just lifting it up to the camera because they've always been out of reach before now.
Well, there you go then. It's all working for you already.
It's all going swimmingly. So again. And this will become clear as to why we're doing this in a moment. And it is from that seam. If you need to move the seam, roll the seam around so that you can really get that measurement from that seam line. Oh, Josh has been put through his paces today, Gemma. He's got his medical after his car crash. We've managed to fit quite a lot of stuff in, haven't we, since moving here? Car crashes and all sorts. But I want to see, so they're seeing how he's doing after that today. There we go. Right. So now, oh, handles. Shall we go? Shall we go with a faux leather strap, or shall we go with a webbing? What do you think? What do you reckon?
Oh, it's a difficult choice, that.
I've got like a nice neutrally coloured one there. I mean, if I was feeling very zhuzhy, I might go orange to go with my lining on the inside. Is that ridiculous? To go
it's
bright
your
orange.
bag, Natasha.
Oh.
It's your bag. Oh, Laura said she made our bowling bag with this wax fabric. It's a lovely make.
Oh. Do we go classy or do we go bright? I might go classy. Or we could, hang on. What faux leather have I got? I put one out and I can't remember what's done with it now. Is that the dog having a shake?
I was really hoping that didn't carry.
No,
For a tiny dog, she's just stood up and shook and then lay straight back down again to go back to sleep. What was the point in that? Yeah, burying herself straight back under her quilt, bless her. No, nope, she says, no, there's no food for me, I'm going back to sleep.
Ah. Oh, look, I've still got some of that light coloured one. Oh, might go that. Oh, no, I'm going to do it with webbing. Let's do it with it. Oh no, here we go. Or do I go brown? That would be the same colour handle. If I do it in the dark brown, lychee, whatchamacallit. Has anybody got any opinions?
No one seems to have an opinion. Oh no, hang on, orange, always go orange. I think that's mostly low if we're honest. But no, Anne says orange and Julia says orange as well.
Oh really? Everyone said orange? Oh, I love you lot for loving a bit of colour. Do you know, if Josh were here as well, he would say orange. He loves orange. Yeah. It is his favourite colour.
Tash, we have got a query about the members Zoom as well. So can you ask Josh to check that that's gone up, the November live Zoom? Because Laura doesn't think it's gone up.
Oh. Should have.
He's a man. Sometimes he needs a poke.
He does, yeah. He has, bless him. He's been building me all sorts at the minute.
He has been a very busy boy.
So, but I will double check that gets done. What was it? I can't even remember what we did. We're doing the compartment basket all together, aren't we, this time round? I'm just marking at the 2-inch mark here.
Beautiful.
What did we do? I can't remember what we did last time.
My brain's gone to mush.
I can never remember what we've done. So mark those.
We have so much fun.
I know, and then it's forgotten. I can't remember what we've done.
I'm always out anyway because I have to load the kits for the next month, so I'm always a month different. I always think it's a month different to what it is.
Right, that marker there is going to sit at the top of your bag there, and this edge is going to sit in line with that 3-inch mark. You're then going to wrap it around towards that seam side. Okay? And clip. I'll show you that again. That 2-inch mark sits at the top, and then you wrap it around. Clip. Okay. Now let's sew this in place. Now all of the waxes that we've got for you today would also be beautiful for our half-metre half-hour bag and for our 3 bags 1 base. If you're making those as Christmas presents, then they are going to work beautifully for those. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew on that top stitched line there. And then effectively top stitch your handle in. So you can feel where your handle ends. You can feel under the wax where it is. And then you just sew it in. Little square, like that. And what that does is it's almost like it boxes the top, like we box the bottom. It brings everything in line so that suddenly you have this soft yet square bag, which I rather like. Are you feeling any better, Lo? She was not feeling her most fabulous best last week. Who knew that you could get shingles internally? That just sounds like hell on a stick, doesn't it?
Awful.
I mean, outdoor shingles, outside shingles, bad enough.
Oh, it's terrible.
But I mean, really, ugh, really horrible. Bless her. Right. And so you can see that this just tucks in the top of your bag. Well, you could if the sun wasn't shining quite so. Move it out the sun. Here. So again, line it up, fold it over. Making sure you don't twist. Line it up. Make sure that you are folding over from the seam side. Okay, and again, sew across so that they're sewn in, and then you can top stitch around just for added security, so that you can overfill your bag to your heart's desire, because you know we do that. So if I bring that camera up a little bit, then you can see how I'm sewing it from a different angle, from a different perspective. Let's give it from a different perspective, shall we? And just sew on that top stitch line. And then you know that you've got, because it's wax, you can use your fingernail just to make sure that you know exactly where everything is. And then last handle. So yeah, you're going to have a few little threads to snip. And that's all good. Oh no, my bobbin's run out. Oh, come on. This is not the time nor the place for my bobbin to run out. And yours going to at some point. But really, on the last little bit of handles, that's a bit unfair. Come on, bobbin. I feel like I've lost at bobbin chicken today. Sad times. Sad, sad times. Never mind. Now, Gary, lovely Dukey Gary, he finishes the last of the shows. Where is my silicone brushes so I can clean this? He finishes the last of the shows. Good grief. Quite felt in there. Crikey. And then he's going to have a count up of the machines that have been out on show. And then we will put in December sometime a sale show with the Dukey machines. So if you have wanted a Dukey, and I can highly recommend them. Look, I know, I saved up for 5 years. Like, I don't say this lightly. I saved up for 5 years to buy my first Dukey. And I get it. Like, you know, I'm not saying that everybody has a spare £1,000 sitting around. I'm really not saying that. But if you know that Dukey is the brand that you want, because they start at £1,000, if you can get a better model with a higher spec, and it because it's been, the box has been open, it'll have been fully serviced and probably only been used for less than half an hour. Then please just make sure we don't, the reason that they do this for us is because we don't do Klarna and stuff like that, because they take a percentage. We're too small. We're already offering you great deals. There's no room to lose any more overheads on that. So this is why they do it just for us. They don't do it with any of the other channels, if you like. So if you would like a Juki machine, but yes. What has just snapped? I'm going to put a new needle in, because that snapped twice. The rule of 2, if it snaps twice, your thread, change your needle. May as well give it a full service while we're here and chatting, eh? Yeah, so, where are they? Where are they? Here they are. If you know that a Juki machine is the one for you and you've been saving and you've got your pennies at the ready, then don't pay more than you need, is all I'm saying. We can bring you Juki machines at a discount. We lost Gemma. Is she gone?
I'm here. I'm tapping.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm tapping, I've put myself on mute. No one needs to hear me tippy-tapping away.
Incredibly quiet.
Tippity-tapping.
So yeah, just I don't want for Gary to suddenly pop up with all of his Juki goodies and for it to be a surprise. So I know, because we don't offer payment plans, I know some of you will, get funds in place, however you do that. I've known people take out a credit card that they know, one of these interest-free ones, so that they can pay it off in instalments. So however you do it. Or maybe you do have it sitting there. I don't know. None of my business. But just know that it's coming. That show is coming in December at some point. Date TBC.
The last Zoom, Natasha?
Yes?
Christmas tree decorations.
Oh, yeah, of course we do.
There you go. I know, and I've done exactly the same thing when it's
because
been said.
Emily had an inset day, didn't she?
Yeah, and she did the most amazing demo job. She
absolutely loved that. She was chuffed to bits to be able to come and do the Zoom with us. And I've still got her very first piece. I've showed it to you all before. When you tell yourself that you can't do free motion embroidery, can I just show you my what my 7-year-old did? No, I can't because it's too bright.
Never done it, actually. Ever.
Never done it before.
Never, ever.
And she did that. I didn't guide her or anything. I just said, write your name. She didn't know to be scared. She didn't know it was difficult. She didn't know any of those things. She just went, oh, okay, and wrote her name. So if she can do that as her first attempt...
Exactly.
We've got no excuses.
Yep.
Right.
No excuses at all. You playing bobbin chicken. Anne says, I didn't realise I was playing bobbin chicken the other day. I finished my project with 3 inches to spare.
Oh, no!
That's so... No. As in, she's got 3 inches of thread left.
Oh, well done.
That is such smugness. Smug levels 150%, isn't it?
Yeah, something is happening here. Something is happening, and it's just
while you are debating,
I'm going to have to do a full rewire. Here we go.
Any questions anyone's got relating specifically to where things are placed, etc., and the finite little details? They're all in the pattern. You will have loads of pictures. Everything is explained to the nth degree in there. So Natasha will do these demonstrations for you. They're great to accompany your instructions, but there is no substitution for those instructions.
They are rather full of all the wiseness in all the world that we can bring you.
Yeah, absolutely. Claire Angelina lost at bobbin chicken, risked not checking the bobbin while top stitching a bag, and it ran out 2 inches from the end. I hate it when it's a top stitch. So frustrating when it's a top stitch, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. This machine is not happy, but I'm going to have to properly service it. That's all there is to it, I think.
Every machine needs it from time to time.
Yeah, and having seen how much floof there is in there, I think it could be time. Could be time. Let me just check I put that bobbin in properly.
Yeah, Geraldine says, I love my XMO Juki, which I bought from you a while ago. Laura
that
says
sounds
the XMO Juki I bought from you was the best purchase ever. No regrets whatsoever. I say the same. I literally put a couple of videos together for SJ yesterday, which are over on our Natasha Makes Designs Instagram. I think this morning she's posted that. And I sent her it and I said, "This is my XDem NX, and I absolutely love it. It's my beautiful machine, and I love her. And I go in and I say nice things for her and I stroke her because I had what wasn't a cheap machine. It was a 500 quid machine prior to this, and a guy said you used to swear a lot more with that old machine. There's a reason for that.
Yay, we're
I really thought I was bad at sewing. This stitches so much more consistently, beautifully. It definitely, gives me, far less trouble. It's just such a great piece of kit. I love it. Absolutely
and the
love
thing
it.
is, every machine is going to need a bit of TLC. And if you haven't, I don't know if I didn't put the bobbin in quite correctly there or whatever it was. But it's taken me, 2 minutes to sort out on air. Like, it's not, none of this is the end of the world. And it's back stitching as perfectly as I know it does and it wants to. I never ever got this level of stitch from my old machine. I just never ever did. So for me, Juki is worth every single penny. Like every single penny.
Totally agree. And Jan does as well.
Yeah.
Jan says, I completely agree. I did the same. I've become more relaxed and in love with sewing.
Yeah.
And it's so true. And we know it's not to everyone's budget. We know that. It doesn't fit every pocket. But
now,
that's the thing,
I have something. For those of you that are around the £500 mark, I do have an alternative coming for you if you cannot afford a Juki. And I do have an alternative coming to you. Because I know it's unrealistic to expect everyone to have that kind of money. I do know that. But if you still want a good, reliable machine, because there are a lot out there that are not. And what used to be, that you would think of as being a good name and a good brand of sewing machine have sold out to, China and stuff like this. And they're just not what they were. And unless you are in the know,
so true.
How would you know?
I had 2 machines prior to my current one, and they were both massive names back in the day, and they were both fraught with problems.
It's true. It's totally true.
So upsetting.
So,
but there is an option coming for a pocket-friendly option.
That if I had to, if I couldn't afford a Juki, is what I would go for.
Yes.
And it might not be what you think.
No.
Right, okay, so we've now sewn, and what you can see, crikey, come on son, you've barely been out and now you're blitzing me, what's it? Just bear with me, see if I can just block that for a moment, because it's...
That's all right, we've got more love for X-Demo Jukis coming through, so I shall share that. Michelle says, I love my X-Demo NX7. I've never missed a beat. It's never missed a beat in the 5 years I've had it. I must have had mine not far off that time as well, Michelle. I think pretty much it might be a month or 2 out from the 5-year mark, but honestly, just my best sewing purchase I've ever made, my NX7. I agree. I adore it.
There we go. I think I've done it. There we go, that's better.
I know Vicky bought the DX. And Vicky, our friend Vicky, because she'd seen us with ours, and she got the DX because the space wasn't there for her to have the NX out, and it's a big machine.
It is, yeah.
And again, that is a workhorse. She has done quilt after quilt and make after make after
make. Oh, she really has. Absolutely, she has.
And we're going on a little girly retreat this weekend. I'm going to be painting, so I'm going to a painting class. She's going to be packing the car with her sewing machine and all her sewing stuff, because when you're at home, sometimes you do the chores. So she's going to sit in an Airbnb we've booked and sew all weekend while I'm off painting. Perfect. She's going to drop me at my class every morning, pick me up every afternoon.
You're like an old married couple, you two. It's brilliant.
I know.
Right, I'm finding the centre here. I'm going to put a little clasp in here. I'm going to find the centre mark. So we've got our handles in, and then I'm just going to find the middle there. Go down by about 1 inch. And then we're just going to put our popper in.
We're just going to take pyjamas and socks, basically, and we're going to eat nice food and do a bit of sewing in the evening, and I'm going to paint during the day. I mean,
Perfect. What's not to love about that?
No.
I need a new snap. I've run out of snaps. Bear with. I did bring a new box in and then got distracted by waxes. Yeah.
It's very easy to get distracted by things.
I can't believe I've got through all those snaps. This is my 3rd box of snaps. I do make a lot, don't I? I've just realised.
Yeah, you do. Natasha Makes, you know.
Yeah, I do a lot. Oh, look at that.
Are we changing it to Natasha actually does make? There we go.
There we go. Right, so I'm going to go for antique colours, I think, on this one. Or should we go for gold? What have I got left on my rivets? This is the other thing. I'm going to have to get some small, tiny rivets. Are you
debating going for gold, Natasha?
Oh, as if I could.
There's a song everywhere.
Going for gold. I'm going to go antique.
Yeah, anyone under a certain age isn't getting that.
What, the Antique Roadshow?
No.
Or
the other one, going for gold.
I'm going to put my snap in. Snippity snap, snappity snap. Yeah. We don't have any young... no, we don't regularly have any young whippersnappers with us anymore, do we?
No. Not so much.
I think Hannah will be back at Christmas, but yeah, for them to just look at us when we use references, be like, what are you talking about, old people? So, inserting the snap one side and then, if you're a member on our members site, you have got close-ups on how to insert all of these snaps. Oh, that looks nice. So you've got the close-up there, but basically you've got the pokey uppy bit and you want to pop that in there, sit it on that pokey uppy bit just so that it doesn't lose its shape, and then your round bit goes on the top, and then you need to get your other tool that has the rounded bit, so again, so you don't smash the living daylights out of that. Hurrah. And then you've got a clasp that does up. Now, I like a metal snap on a bag. However, on the back here, that's not so attractive. So, what we are then going to do is find a gorgeous handmade tag, and we're going to cover that with that. Hurrah.
Brilliant.
It just, and because we'd put a handmade tag on there anyway, just mark where you need to make your rivet holes.
Just giving it another job, making it work for you.
Well, exactly, and then it means that I get the snap look that I want on one side, and then I still get to have my handmade tag on the other. I have run out of really tilly tiny ones, haven't I? It's what I'm starting to realise is just how many handmade tabs I put on things now.
Yes.
I really do, and I didn't realise just how many I do. But it just ups the ante, doesn't it? It just makes them look that bit more zhuzhy.
Yeah. Anne says, "Oh, I've had that problem. That is clever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hide it. I come from a paper crafting background, and this is the equivalent to your petal or flower or bow when there's something there that you don't want to show.
Yeah.
It's that.
Stick something over it.
Yes. That's the one.
And the thing is, it's not, you're not hiding things really. It's a design feature.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
A lot of the best things come about from going, oh, now what do I do?
Yeah. Do you know what?
Things going not as you wanted, and then you having to find a solution quite often.
I don't have the tiny, I've run out of tiny rivet tops for these. These rivet heads are these ones are too big. Let me see if, just going to do a little experiment, if I can actually hammer that in and make it fit.
Oh, we love a live on air experiment. What could possibly go wrong here, Natasha?
What can possibly go wrong is I have to go and get a whole new set of rivets.
You want that? Was that what that growl was?
Oh no, it's worked. It has worked. Right, so if like me, you have run out for some reason of your tiny rivet caps, you can hammer into a slightly larger one and it holds.
But if it doesn't work for you, we're not taking responsibility for that, Natasha.
No. But, equally. So then you've got your handmade tag there. You've got your lovely button bit there. And then those two go together beautifully. And this is going to be the bag that Slouches. These are so fillable, really fillable.
Fabulous.
But it's very, you can really fill it. But what we've done with it is we've mirrored the boxing of the base there with the tops, with putting those tops in like that. Little snap on there, and away you go. And that's going to sit just nicely there. Oh, I do like that. I've got threads to cut, as you do after a make. But the more that gets used, the more bashed and battered. And you had a great word for it, didn't you, Gemma?
Oh, patina.
More patinaed it's going to look.
Yeah.
So that's...
Weathered. Yeah, all of that.
That's the one. There you go.
Vintage.
Ba, ba, ba. La, la, la. And off you go. There you go. That is today's make, and it's slouchy. You see,
Susie likes it.
fabulously slouchy. There you go. But you can make it look all sophisticated if you want to use like your leather straps and stuff instead. So there we go. That is today's make. Tomorrow we are all about the velvets and the blankets and gifting. And yes, you can use these velvets to make the most stunning cushions. But if not, why not just churn it into a little something else? So I will see you tomorrow here at 10 o'clock. Take care. Have a lovely rest of your day. Make sure you grab the waxes. They are down to £10. £10 a metre, which is... They should be 45. Yeah, when you think about it, there is not another outdoor fabric of this quality that you will find for that price. You just will not. So if you want them... When they're gone, they're
very clearly, that is not a clearance price or anything like that. That is a temporary Black Friday deal.
They will go up in December.
They will.
That's it.
No mistake.
It's a little treat from us to you.
No one having remorse next week because we've told you.
Finger waggle on that one. There we go.
That's the one.
Right. There we go. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I do like that orange.
Yeah, your streams are clear.